He was overdosed on crystal meth in a Florida hotel room with Gillum. That was the man that was with Gillum, was overdosed. Well, folks, it takes us back to that Google thing, right? If you put she should be in jail in the Google block, you get all these pictures of who's supposed to be in jail, and that's HRC. Looks like the White Hats have control of Google, possibly. And that reminds me of this one from the beginning.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
Yeah, everybody was talking about the stuff that's showing up on Google, and I really wanted to talk about why I've been online for 20-some years, because as a student of Judaism and the history of Judaism, the antiquities of Judaism, I would go online and I'd find that everything written by Jewish scholars, it never came up first. In fact, if you put in Jew in Google, the first thing that would come up was a Nazi. The most search were done by people who hate Jews, and that concerned me. And so I tried to lobby Google to stop that, but they wouldn't. But anyway, I noticed more and more that Judaism had been like culturally appropriated and co-opted by. And I would read the websites, and it would say Christian or Bible study, which I think it's really weird when Christians who, base their whole religion on that the Jews are wrong and blind and, worse, but that they would be explaining Judaism before anybody who's an actual Jew would come up on Google. And when I would study those websites, just because I was so shocked as a Jew, it would always go to always at the end of the website, if you stayed on it for a few days, it would go to a white nationalist newspaper. That was almost, I'd say, 87% of the time, and the rest was even worse than that. But it's weird because something has happened now. When you Google, let's see, I'm going to put in Shabbat Hagadol, which is today, and see if anything comes up. Shabbat Hagadol, yeah, and it's a Jewish. Yeah, and it's Jewish. It's no longer automatically Christian or left-wing Christian anti-Semitism. So something's happened with Google. I mean, I know Trump, I'm happy that he nationalized the Federal Reserve, but people were saying on Q boards a while back that perhaps he was going to make Google nationalize that too and make it a public company. But something's happened because there's more freedom of information, and it's not commie. It's not the New World Order's Fourth Reich, which is when anti-Semitic orgs and clubs and cults joined together from the left, the right, and from Islam too. So something's happened. And tonight's a big Shabbat, so we'll find out by Sunday. I always find the right information on Shabbat or Sunday.